Sledgehammer have just dropped the weekly update for Call of Duty Vanguard, and in this video we're going to have a look at what they changed. Before we do that, if you enjoyed the video or you find it helpful, informative, let me know by dropping a like on it down below. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, so big love to anyone who leaves a like or a comment on the video. Speaking of leaving a comment, let me know your thoughts on this update, and let me know your thoughts what you were expecting this update to bring to Call of Duty Vanguard down below in the comments. And as always, feel free to subscribe to the channel for all of the latest Call of Duty news, tips and tricks, how-tos, class setups, and much more. So guys, if you've been playing Vanguard for the last 2 weeks, you are probably already aware of all of the issues with the game. And I think it's safe to say that a large percentage of the community were expecting this week's update to solve a lot of the issues. And did they do that? Well, no, not at all. They have done some very minor weapon balancing, and they have fixed some of the bugs throughout the general game. In this video, we're going to take a look at everything they've done. So let's just jump straight into it. So the biggest feature and the biggest focus point of this week's update is that shipment is now available in the playlists. And as you can tell by the gameplay on screen, it is still absolutely chaos. It's still the good old shipment. There are a few things that have changed with this year's Call of Duty though. There are more safe spaces and more camping spaces. The map has been redesigned with the destructible environment in mind, and I'm not sure how well that side of it works. But at the end of the day, it's shipment, it's fantastic, it's great for grinding camos, it's great for doing challenges, the spawns are completely hideous, it's all over the place, but that is the beauty of shipment. Right, so that's all of the content they've added to the game. What about the patch notes? So they've resolved an issue where players could not start at Vanguard if they had less than 40 gigabytes of space on the PlayStation 5. Moving on to the weapons side of the update, they fixed the bug which prevented players from equipping camos. They can no longer equip camos that they do not own, like the Dark Ether and the Atomic camos that people were running. They've also nerfed the Vital plus the Cal Up combination, so the STG and the Type 100 is no longer a 2-shot kill. It's still a 3 to 4 shot kill, so it's still overpowered. Those guns are still going to be the meta if you're running those attachments. Okay, so following on from the update on the 17th of November, Sledgehammer released a further update on the 18th of November with more weapon tuning, and I will add those patch notes into this section right here. So they've also reduced the ADS spread, also known as bloom, on base weapons without attachments. So a lot of players were noticing that there is a bloom mechanic in Call of Duty Vanguard, and thankfully the devs have already had a look at it and attempted to nerf it. There is a dev note right under that patch note that says attachments improving accuracy will reduce ADS spread. Attachments with accuracy penalties will increase the effects of ADS spread. So if you put on an attachment that takes away accuracy, that is what it's doing. It's increasing the bloom, it's increasing the ADS spread. They've also done a balanced pass on all shotguns. This will affect the range, the pellet spread, the hipfire penalty, and more. So the shotguns have finally been nerfed. I can imagine they will still be very viable on maps like Shipment or Das House. They might not be as overpowered as they were in these last 2 weeks. So overall, this is a decent update as far as weapon tuning goes. Not huge, but I think it's going to do just enough to get us by for these next coming weeks. They've also fixed an issue where the MK11 launcher's long shot challenges weren't tracking. They've corrected a mislabeled proficiency required for the Mind Games challenge for the automaton, and they fixed the bug preventing the player from completing the Deadeye challenge for the fighting knife. So that means you can now get gold on the automaton. I know a lot of players were stuck just short of getting gold on that gun because of that Mind Games challenge, so thankfully they've managed to fix that. They've also fixed the search and destroy bomb glitch where players could see when an enemy was defusing the bomb. Absolutely ridiculous. Search and destroy is unplayable in that state, so thankfully they've had a look at that too. They have also fixed the gun-ho sprint speed shooting glitch, and they've added a little side note there saying slow down friends. And I'm pretty sure this comes off the back of that player getting the world's fastest V2 rocket using that gun-ho and shotgun combination where I think they got a 32-second V2 rocket, so glad they've had a look at that. They've also fixed the bug where players had 10 times the amount of armor HP the normal when using the field upgrade, and they've also had a look at some of the challenges. The Grizzled Veteran Challenge, get 50 eliminations in objective modes, was not tracking properly. Operators' favourite weapons now provide the correct amount of XP when used, and then the last note of the 18th November's update, they've also said you should not be rocking the SHG, IW or Raven clan tags. they have now made it so you cannot. Moving on, they've reduced the MVP voting screen duration by 5 seconds. So no one's going to complain that the MVP voting system was way too long in the first place. They've also fixed a clan progression issue where the progression was stuck at level 2. And they've also fixed an issue where the dead drop field upgrades sometimes prevented the player from deploying any more kill streaks earned. They fixed an issue where clan members would crash when attempting to send a clan invite, and they've also corrected some inconsistencies for the next unlock in the operators tab. And as you can see at the bottom of the multiplayer patch notes, they've put the clan progression issue on there twice, so the patch notes even need a patch. And to try and keep this video as short as possible, guys, I'll just reel off all of the issues that they've fixed or attempted to fix with regards to zombies. So players could not view scoreboard after dying or after exfil. Players could not view armor health. Objectives would not start properly, preventing progression. They've looked at an issue that was resetting progress for the NZ41 camo challenges. They've looked at an issue where players were losing their pack-a-punch weapon mid-round. And they've also fixed an exploit in Stalingrad where zombies could not reach the player. And then on the 18th, they also added 3 more updates to the zombie side of things, so I will reel them off as well for you guys now. They've addressed an issue where the player could still interact with the exfil portal after failing to exfil. They've corrected the MVP highlight unlock text that displays when reaching level 5 with Solange. Also addressed an issue where legendary covenants were still not appearing for some players. If you enjoyed that video or you found it helpful, let me know by dropping a like on it down below. Like I said at the start of the video, we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, so big love to anyone who leaves a like or a comment on the video. Speaking of leaving a comment, let me know your thoughts on this update down below. Did you expect more? That's what I want to know. Did you expect more from Sledgehammer in the second week of this release? Let me know down below. Thank you for staying tuned to the video. I really appreciate it. As always, feel free to subscribe to the channel for all of the latest Call of Duty news, tips and tricks, how-tos, class setups, and much more.
Allies called a bombing run. Incoming.